Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So let's start with the today lecture. And we were discussing about the reaction rates or the rate of the reaction. And the important purpose of discussing or studying this one is the correlation between all the reactants and the products, and particularly with their rates of the reaction. And this is very important to understand that which one of the reactant or the product is faster or slower than as compared to the other one. So this is our main objective, and today we will conclude this topic. And we have already used this equation, this reaction, the decomposition of dinitrogen pentoxide into the nitrogen dioxide and the oxygen. So this was the one of the reaction, and actually in a similar way you can do the exercise with any of the reaction, and how to write down the rate of the reaction. So there are two main objectives. One is how can you write the rate of a reaction, that means covering all the reactants and the products, and how can you compare the rates of one of the reactant with the other one. So these two are our main objective, and at the end you must understand these two objectives. And if you are still unable, that means you need more improvement to understand this content, and you can ask the question later on how to improve your study. So moving to the actually individually, we have already discussed the how to express the rate of the reaction. And whenever you are talking the rate of a reaction mean all the reactants and the products. And individually, whenever you can call the reactant or the product, that means we are going to individually discuss the rate of the reactant or rate of the any of the product which is written over here. So this is the rate of decomposition of the reactant, because the reactants with respect to time they are going to decompose. They, that's why you can use the appropriate term, the rate of decomposition or the deformation, whatever is the term you can use to express the rate of this one. And always you can mention the minus sign with the rate of decomposition with this one. These are the information actually we have already discussed in the previous lectures, and the videos are there in the Moodle. You can also watch later on. So this is the rate of the formation, and rate of formation is always expressed with the positive sign. And if the positive sign is not written there, then it is understood that it is the positive sign. So here is the rates which we have already discussed before. It is the rate of formation of the oxygen. Oxygen is here. You can write on the left side or the right side. It is up to you, because in a broader sense I'm teaching this course, and because these all are equal to each other, maybe you can put the reactant on the right side or the product on the right side. It is up to you. It is not going to affect the understanding which are going to discuss over here. So this is the rate of formation of the oxygen, and this is the oxygen because this is in the product. That's why it is written over here. This is the rate of formation, and this is the rate of formation of nitrogen dioxide, and this is also in the product. That's why it is written the rate of the formation, and this is the rate of the decomposition of dinitrogen pentoxide. It is in the reactant. That's why it is going to decompose. So that's why it is written over here the rate of the decomposition. So what important over here is the actually to understand these coefficient, what is going to multiply with the reactants of the products. And there is very simple, actually, you have to know how to express these coefficient. So at, we have already discussed this one. If you consider this reaction, this is the 2 moles of the dinitrogen pentoxide going to decompose with the passage of the time. It is going to form 4 moles of the nitrogen dioxide and 1 mole of the oxygen. So actually here the rate is the speed of the reaction. We are going to consider the speed of the reaction to just compare with the oxygen. And if you compare the oxygen with this one, so this is 2 times as compared to the oxygen. That means if you give a 100 second or the 1 minute or the 1 hour to this reaction, with that particular time 1 mole of the oxygen is going to appear and 2 mole of the dinitrogen pentoxide is going to disappear and 4 moles of the nitrogen dioxide is going to form. So here the rate of the reaction is, how can you write the rate of all the reactant and the product in a simple equation? That means with the equal sign. So all reactants and the products are there. So if you want to equalize the rate of the reaction of the oxygen with any of the reactant or the product, so what would be your strategy? So this is the main point to be understand over here. So rate of oxygen is, or you can say the rate of dinitrogen pentoxide is 2 times as compared to the rate of the formation of the oxygen, or rate of formation of nitrogen dioxide is 4 times as compared to the rate of formation of the oxygen. So ratio between all these rectangular product, this is, if you consider this is the one, so this should be a 4, this should be a 2. So let's consider with the first one. If you want to equalize the rate of the reaction with respect to this reactant and the oxygen as a product, so you have to, there are two options, and these two options we have already discussed. Either you can double the rate of oxygen, then it should be 2 into 2, or you can say it is 1 is to 1 ratio. Or the second option is you can divide this rate by 2, then 2 divided by 2 will be equal to 1. So this will be 1 is to 1. So in this way, you can also equalize the rate of both of the reactant. And that's why we have done over here. So what is the easiest way is, there are two options again. You can double this one or you can divide this by 2. So the easiest way over here is you just divide with the coefficient, whatever it is written over here, you have to divide by this. So that's why this is the rate of decomposition of dinitrogen pentoxide. So coefficient is 2, that's why we have divided by 2. So look at the rate of these two. So this is becomes equal to this, that's why it is shown by the equal sign. Again, if you compare the rates of these two products, the formation of these two products, and again there is the ratio 1 is to 4, and there again there are two options. One option is you can double the sorry, you can multiply by 4 to equalize the rate of the oxygen with the nitrogen dioxide, and the second option is you can divide by 4, and this the rate of both of the products will be equal to each other. So that's why it is written over here 1 divided by 4, 1 divided by 2, and you can say 1 divided by 1 is, it is the same thing. That's why it is not written over here. So this is the easiest way, because when you multiply the other one, let's suppose if I want to multiply the 2 with the oxygen to equalize the rate of the reactant with the oxygen, and then you have to multiply this also by 2, so it will become 8. And then the second phase, now this is also the rates of these two becomes equal, but this is not equal to the these two. You have to divide by 8, and then it is going to be complicated. So the multiplication factor is important when there are only one of the reactant or the product. So you can do any of the option. Either you can multiply the one or you can divide the one. So here the easiest way, and you always remember this option. No, we are not going to use the first option. We are going to this option. You just have a look at the coefficient of each of the reactant and the product, and you just divide by these coefficient, and these rates become equal to each other. So later on I will get your question and further explain this one. So let me prove this one. If either these actually these rates are equal to each other, and some of you asked me during the class in the last class how it is possible to have to equalize all the rate of the reaction, because it should be two times more than as compared to this, and this is four times more than as compared to this. And of course this is the reaction, this must be two times as compared to this and four times as compared to this. And here actually we are going to express a rate of reaction actually to compare which reaction is going to be faster and the slower. And the second is, if the rate of one of the reactant is given, you can automatically calculate the rate of the reaction, rate of the formation or the decomposition of any of the reactant and the product. And this is very, very important, because if you have only one value, now you can decide, if you are going to decide what would be the rate of the any of the reactant and the product in the chemical reaction. So again, now this is the, if you have a look, there is no difference between the second way of writing or the, this is the third equation which is going to give you another way of writing. So there is no difference between this and this way. So what is the difference over here is, actually I am going to replace with the words with the symbol over here. So rate of formation of oxygen. So that means you already know rate is the change in concentration per unit time. So rate is, this is the change, and this is called the delta change in concentration. This bracket is going to give you the indication it is the concentration. And what is this? This is the oxygen. Oxygen is the inside of the bracket. So this is the rate change in concentration of the oxygen with respect to change in time. This is the delta T, that is a change in time. So actually you have written the this rate which is written over here in the word form, you have split it into the symbol form, and there is no difference between this and this. And in chemistry we will be using this these simple to express the rate of formation or the decomposition of any of the reactant. Again, this is the equal sign, 1 over 4 is this rate of formation of NO2. Again, this is the rate is the change in concentration, but here it is the NO2. You are just putting the NO2 inside divided by the change in time, that is called the rate of formation of NO2. So this is the rate of formation of NO2, and in chemistry this is the rate of formation of the NO2. So again, let's move to the third one. This is the rate of decomposition of N2O5. This is the coefficient. You are dividing 1 by 2 because the coefficient is 2, 1 by 2. Important over here is, this is the minus sign. Whenever it is the decomposition, actually you have to put the minus sign, because if I just skip this statement, this one equation, and if negative sign is not written over here, then you cannot differentiate which one is the reactant and which one is the product. So the rate of reaction is giving you a complete information. If the rate is written, you can easily differentiate which one is the reactant and the product. So coming to the point, the rate of decomposition, again, the rate is the change in concentration. This is the delta change in concentration over change in time, but here change in concentration is the N2O5, and this minus sign is giving you the information. This is rate is the decomposition rate. Whenever it is the decomposition, it must be a reactant. When it is a formation, it must be a product. Formation, it must be a product. So if this is the rate of the reaction. So if I ask and I give you any of the reaction, and I ask write down the rate of the reaction, so you have to write down. This is the final version what we have explained. In this way, you have to write down the rate of formation rate of the decomposition of all the reactants and the products. Again, there is no any confusion over here. Maybe you can put the reactant first and then the product, and it is up to you. Whatever you want to write down the rates of all the reactants and the product. So let's prove over here. So this is the again what is written. No, this is a general rate of reaction what I have explained. So this is the rate of decomposition, rate of the formation, rate of the formation. So in the previous it is written last, and again maybe you can write down at the last, reactant first, product at the last. So general statement, because the reaction is proceeding from the reactant to the product, so you have to write down first the reactant and then the product. Again, there is no any uh, confusion or to change uh, if you going to write the reactant at the last. So now prove that either this statement is right, actually what is happening with the change in rate of the reaction. So this was the first we calculated in the previous class, the rate of formation of the oxygen, and it was calculated as 9 exponent 6 molar per second, and molar mean moles per liter per second, because this is the unit for the concentration and this second is the unit for the time. So this is actually the whatever it is written over here, concentration over time. So look at this, what would be the rates of formation of NO2 or the rate of decomposition of the this one. So now I am going to ask you, any one of you, can you explain if the rate of the formation of oxygen is 9 exponent minus 6, and this we have calculated in the previous lecture. What do you suggest? What would be the rate of formation of NO2? So could you please, any one of you, unmute yourself, and whatever is your answer, it may be right or the wrong, but don't be shy when answering the question, because you are here to learn this course. It doesn't matter if you speak not correctly. So any one of you, could you uh, suggest what would be the rate of the formation of NO2?
So 2.4 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus.
Okay, so how did you calculate? Good, but just explain for the other ones. What is your point of view? How did you calculated this one?
Sir, I just divided the 9 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 6 with 4. So the answer will be
Oh,
2.25.
okay, 2.25. Okay, so any one of you, then I will be moving further. Any one of you, either this is right or wrong, and what would be your suggestion? Because if you engage with me, then you will learn this course, and there is no difficulty to understand this course. And in meantime, I always suggest whenever you are taking the class, online class, you must also prepare your own notes. So must be in front of the screen with your notes and the ball pen. So you must write down whatever I am going to explain, because at the end it would be difficult to understand this all 30 minutes, 40 minutes lecture and to remind what we have discussed. So Shanze Rai, could you explain what would be the could you unmute yourself? Shanze. At least you must answer. So I understand that you are with me. So this engagement is also required. Nawal Shahid, could you explain?
Yes, sir. I also think that we should divide 9 raised to power 10 by
Okay.
4. That gives
For
us the answer.
why to divide by 4?
So because we have to find the rate of formation of NO2 and we have the total formation of O2, so we can easily divide that.
Okay. So let's see. So what would be this is the 3.7 exponent minus 5 molar per second, and this is actually the value. It may be changed in fraction, but I am going to explain over here. And this is the value we have already calculated before. Actually, this is the rate of this one, and there are a little bit confusion among you. And actually, and to decide, actually, you have to divide or to multiply. And
We
this
would
is,
multiply.
yes. So let's see. That's why I asked you just to think yourself whether your answer would be wrong or right. It doesn't matter, but at least you must think in your mind. So whenever I'm going to now explain, it will correct you whether you have correctly done or there is something confusion over there. So again, look at the direction over here. There is all we have explained right now. So rate, now we are going to calculate the rate of this, and the rate of oxygen is given over here. And if you look at this equation, the rate of NO2 must be 4 times to the rate of the oxygen. And this is written in this equation. And what we have done with the equalization of the rate of reaction, we have divided this one by 4 to equalize the rate of the formation of NO2 with the oxygen. So again, there are two options. You have to multiply by 4 or you have to divide by 4 if whenever it is the rate of any one of the product is given. So I'm coming to the point. Now rate of this is 4 times more as compared to the oxygen. That means if the rate of this is given, you have to multiply by 4 to equalize the rate of this to this. But here you can see, and this formula is also not going to deny whatever I have explained in the above, because this is the equation and this is the rate of the reaction. Now, again, I am going to remove this one. So here you can take this one. So because here I'm not going to use this one, so I'm going to calculate the rate of this by using the rate of the formation of oxygen is given. So what is this? The value over here is 9 exponent 6 over here. So I'm putting the value over here. Then you have to calculate the rate of the formation of NO2. So what you will do over here to find out this one, because here the coefficient is in the denominator, and this is going to multiply whenever you are going to calculate the rate of the formation of NO2. So this has to be multiplied by this to calculate the rate of the formation of the oxygen. And that's why this is the, when you multiply by this, actually this will be 3.6, but in fraction, because these are the values I have taken from the previous lectures, in which we have already calculated the rate of the formation, and there may be in change in the fraction. So these two ways you can calculate. Either this rate is given, you have to multiply by 4. This is also giving you the indication. And if this is given, if you want to calculate the rate of this, and this is in the denominator, you have to multiply by 4. This is going to be this side, and it should multiply by 4, and this will be 4 multiplied 9 exponent minus 6. It would be the value of this one. Now, I am going to calculate the rate of the decomposition of the dinitrogen pentoxide. Again, now the value of this is given. So any one of you suggest what would be the rate of decomposition of N2O5? And this is the value of oxygen, the rate of the formation of oxygen is given. What would be the value?
So we would multiply the oxygen's value by 2, and it would give us
And the value is?
1.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 5.
Okay, anyone? Any other one, please?
Sir, same here.
Same here. What you are going to
Sir,
do?
it would be minus 1.8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 5.
Okay, one suggestion is more. It may be minus, putting the sign of the minus. Good. So I'm going to explain this one also. Anyone else? If it is different from the answer, Sagar.
Sir, I think it's minus 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 5.
Okay. So let's see what is the answer. This is the 1.8 is the correct. Okay. You have to multiply again because this is the actual value I'm getting from the data. So you have in a similar way, you are going to multiply the 2 with this one and the value will be 1.8 exponent minus 5 molar per second. Again, I am not going to mention over here this is the minus, because what is the reason? The reason is this minus is giving you only the information that this is the reactant, and this is, if this is the reactant, this has to be decomposed during the reaction. This is just the information coming out from the minus sign. So minus sign doesn't mean that the value is minus. Value will never be in minus. Okay. So if I put the minus 1.8 exponent minus 5, then it giving me the information that the value is minus. So value would never be minus. That means it is less than 0. So the rate should also, it must be in this form. It should be in the minus. If you put the minus over here and the minus over here, then again, these will be cancelled out. You can find the same thing. So net conclusion is, when you calculate the value, so at the end, there is no need to write down the minus sign, because here you are saying that this statement as written over here, because when it is in the symbol form, you are putting the value minus. When you have written this is the rate of decomposition of NO2, here you will write rate of decomposition of N2O5, then the value must be 1.9. There is no need to write the minus sign because you have already described it is the rate of the decomposition. And in the other way, if you want to calculate the rate of the oxygen, if any one of the rate is given, you can also do that. So use the same formula. Let's suppose if you want to calculate the rate of the oxygen, if rate of the NO2 is given, now you are going to put the value over here. Again, this is in the equal sign. That means this equal to this. You have to divide by 4. That will give you the value of this one. If rate of N2O5 is given, so you are just putting the value over here in this, and then because this is going to 1/2 is going to multiply this one, that means you have to divide by 2, you will get the same value. So this is the importance of our today lecture, how to express the rate of the reaction, and how to calculate the rate of any of the reactant and the product if rate of any of the reactant and the product is given. So coming to the end, this I think we have 5 minutes more. Some of you joined later on, so could please mark your attendance again. Only those who have not marked before. So your attendance will only be considered if it is marked on time. So you have to join me on time, so you could understand the objective of the course and rest of the discussion. So if it is late, I'm not going to consider in the future classes. So this is our one exercise we are going to do, and this is the ethanol and formation of the ethanol, which is being used in alcoholic beverages, and this is obtained by the gasoline, and this is the formula of the gasoline. Again, you need not to worry about the formulas or the name. Actually, these all information will be provided to you in your examination, and the main thing is how can we write the rate of the reaction and how to calculate the rate of the reaction. So the first question is, how is the rate of formation of ethanol related to the rate of consumption of the glucose? So detail in the next lecture are going to consider. So I'm expecting the answer from any of you. So how can you correlate or rate of formation? Again, either it is correctly written, is it a rate of formation of ethanol, or and this is the rate of the consumption of the glucose, or rate of consumption mean rate of decomposition, rate of deformation. There are a lot of terms you can use depending on your choice. Doesn't matter. So the rate of formation, it is in the products side, that's why it is the rate of formation. Reactant side, rate of the consumption. So how can you correlate the rate of formation of ethanol with the rate of consumption of the glucose? What would be your answer?
Sir, 1 mole of glucose made 2 mole of ethanol.
1 mole of glucose is making 2 moles of the ethanol. Very good. So any other one? So what would be the rate? Which one is faster and which one is slower?
Sir, ethanol is faster.
बच्चे और बताएं मुझे, शाबाश.
Rate of ethanol would be faster than the decomposition of glucose.
Glucose, that's good. So any other one? How can you compare how much it is faster? The rate of ethanol is faster as compared to the glucose. How much?
Twice as much faster.
Twice as much.
Twice. It must be twice. You can quantitatively measure. Any other one? If I say how much rate of the consumption of or decomposition of the glucose is slower as compared to the rate of formation of the ethanol, what would be the answer?
Twice as much as slower.
It is twice as much as lower, twice less as compared to the formation of the ethanol. So this is the right answers. So actually in 1 minute, the meeting is going to end. So it will take time to understand the next concept. So I'm going to wind up over here. We'll start with with this exercise in the next lecture. So again, if you have any question related to, so please frankly ask me. Maybe if you need more time, I'm going to log on again, and you can log on again to start the meeting again if you have the questions. So please do ask me. Yes.
Everything is okay, sir.
Okay.
No question, sir.
So that's good. But okay. So I will.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Excuse
Please.
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is my very first lecture, and I didn't get any of the previous one. So what should I do about that?
The videos are there on the Moodle. You can watch again. These are also uploaded on the YouTube as well. The links is given in the Moodle, so you can watch them.
Information.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So see you in the next class. Okay. Goodbye.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz to all of you.
Allah Hafiz, sir.